What's going on, Falcons fans? It's your boy Big Low Country. I got my homeboy here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying that it's Terror Artist 404. I do the Madden game, I do the 2K gaming, and I talk about your favorite team. What not to like about me? Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Hey man, we over here trying to make it, bro. We over here trying to make it, man. Hey, first of all, I was outside because Mama Country, she had me out here chasing the turkey, trying to get this turkey ready for tomorrow. And the next thing you know, I said, "What in the world, man? We got to do ATL in Sports Zone." So I said, "Let me go ahead and run on in here, put on a clean shirt, so we can go ahead and get this show going, man. What's going on with y'all?"
Hey man. How was your week, man? I know we had a big devastating loss in the embarrassing way. How was your week? Besides that, how's it been going?
Hey, man. Man, it was it was a tough week, man. But look, I'm a coach and I coached on some pretty bad teams before. So, just imagine standing on the sideline, while your team's getting their back beat in. So after this right here, I think I can kind of deal with anything. We lost against the rivals and everything, but we got a chance to play them again. So, let's keep the train rolling.
Let's
On to
keep
Las
the
Vegas.
train
That's what I
rolling.
say.
You already know, man. Hey, as y'all know, we like to shout y'all out before we really get things started. What's up, Anthony Wright? I see you. You got Big Fred Moore. You got a fan right there. You got a
That,
personal fan.
man, Fred, that's my home. Fred boy, that's my homeboy. He's in the
Hey, I
zone.
feel, I feel
He's
you. I
in the
feel you. I
zone.
feel you. You got Stewie Rock J. What's happening? Thanks. Happy Turkey Day to
Happy Turkey
everybody
Day
out
to you,
there.
bro. Thank
I
you
hope
so much.
y'all. I hope y'all feel out and be full. Hey, wife, what's
Keith,
happening?
what's going on,
And
Keith?
and then you got Tara Falcons. Happy Turkey Day, Falcons gang. Happy Turkey Day to everybody here. And we want to
Definitely.
thank you for watching ATL in Sports Zone. Either if it's on Atlanta Falcons Nation, Mad Mike Sports, ATL in Sports Zone, Big Low Country, go help a country boy out and hit that subscribe button.
Hit the
And hit the
subscribe
subscribe
button.
button on Terror Artist 404, man. Hit the subscribe button from everywhere. Just be that generous. So you
100%.
wanna get right into it, man?
Hey, man. Hey, before we get started, you talk about hit the subscribe button. Look, man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey too.
Yeah. But why don't you tell the people I already know the journey?
I'm on a journey to 100 subscribers, man. I think I'm at like 66 or something like that.
Like
I'm
you
trying to get
you
to that
you you cuffing at like 67, 70.
60,
Yeah.
67 cents. See, you know how many more I got than I do, but I'm trying to get to 100. I'm trying to see three digits, man. So, y'all make sure y'all help a country boy out. Subscribe to the channel, man. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to get y'all this content on a regular basis.
And I'm on the road to 1,000. I'm at like 300 and I want to say maybe like 50 something. Go ahead and help me. I'm on the road to this 1,000 and help everybody else out. We on the road to something. And Atlanta Falcons Nation, you get us to 1,000, it's gonna be more treats for y'all, man. I
I
promise you
already
that.
know. I
So now
already
you
know.
want to get on to it since you let everybody know what your subscriber mark is.
Hey, man. Hey, yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. So, what we got first? What we got first, MJ? What's the first?
Y'all already know what we got first. We gotta talk about what happened. The recap of the game versus New Orleans. What happened? And from a coaching perspective, I want to hear from you first. Go ahead.
Man, it was just a terrible performance all around. I know a lot of people on Twitter and on Instagram, Facebook, everybody saying that the team looked uninspired. They're playing uninspired football and things like that, man. But look, a lot of people also saying that the offensive line just wasn't showing up. But look, man, um, it's kind of like what me and Mike say all the time. If you don't put your players in the best situation to win, they're not going to win. Our offense, they just didn't play well, man. Our offensive game plan just wasn't applied well. I put this in the chat the other day. Well, I'm sorry, earlier today. Offensive game plans and game plans in general, they're just like makeup. If you apply it wrong, it's gonna look terrible. And that's what happened in this particular case. Dirk Cutter, he was, doing this and doing that instead of just, you know, kissing, keeping it simple, stupid. He wanted to be extra. What do you think about what happened, man?
Man, that was probably some of the worst played football that I've seen, bro. And
Wow.
I'm gonna say it, yeah, yeah. We got outplayed, we got outcoached, we got outclassed, we just got outdid. We just really got outdid on every spectrum of the game. And the crazy thing is, it was only what, like 10-9 going into half, right?
Yeah.
So I went in that half feeling pretty confident. Okay, the offense gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying? And then what we have in the second half? How many yards? Nothing. How? How does that happen, man? You coming off a bye week, 2 weeks preparation for a rival, an arch rival, a big time rival, and you let them off the hook. You let them off the hook. You let them go, and in the worst way, fashionably. We done lost in some pretty difficult ways, but coaching slash players, I don't care who get the blame for this, did not come prepared to play, man. What you think?
I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and say they didn't come prepared to play because look, man, they're professionals, man. Look, we got out coached, and I'm not gonna go. I ain't gonna go too far into that because I know that that's a topic for later on in the show, y'all. But look, man, I don't think it's a situation where we were out there sleepwalking, we were dragging our feet, just going through the motions. It's like we were in a bad situation. Like everybody wasn't performing the way they were supposed to because they weren't put in the right place to perform. You know?
Hey, man, I think you need to apply for the Falcons coaching job, man. While it's there.
Hey, man. Hey, I already had my agent reach out, man. I already had my agent reach out. I got my homeboy Rich. I got my homeboy Rich who's coming on later on. He's gonna be doing special teams for me. I got my homeboy Jew. My homeboy Jew Talk Sports. He's doing my defensive line. Maggie T, that's my offensive coordinator. I got Mad Mike. He's gonna be my defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm trying to put together this coaching staff. So you know, if y'all want that to happen, y'all make sure that y'all put a I don't know, hashtag Coach Low in the comments, and we need to fork this on the flowery branch to see if we can get this to pop off.
So I got something to say before I read that comment. You call me MJ of the show, but you don't want me on my coaching staff. That's how trash I
You my GM,
am.
see, because you the stat guy. See, you got see. I was talking about the coaching staff. See, man, you my GM because you the stat guy. I'm gonna make sure go out there and scout everybody and everything and bring in
I
the right
I
players.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. What Anthony Wright says, Matt Ryan played poorly. The entire O line played poorly. Our receivers were being held down the field, and the officials went blind. What you think about that statement?
I mean, look, their defensive, their defensive backfield was kind of handsy, but I mean that's how the Saints always play ball. Like all those guys always play like that. So we can't make those kind of excuses. We can't make those kinds of excuses. I mean, we had the same opportunity to do that to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
I definitely hate it that that was the case, but we had the same opportunities they had, man. We just played. We didn't come fully prepared.
I would give New Orleans the utmost, not respect, but acceptance that they came fully prepared. They came fully prepared, and our team just didn't. So it just like really showed, man. It really showed. Let's get into these chats right here. Let's see what y'all got going on for a quick second. And Nate Butler Jr. said, I felt at a certain point they didn't care. Do you think they care?
I mean, I, I don't know. We just going off of body language. it's hard to tell whenever you're getting beat. And this is why I tell everybody all the time. Just imagine going and playing a physical sport like football, and you're getting outsmarted. Today they're just physically superior than you. They're getting in your end zone and you can't get into theirs. It's like your body language is going to look like you don't care. Like people don't get blown out and full sprint back to the sidelines. Like I mean, whenever you lose, you're gonna look like you don't care. For all my 2K players out there, like y'all don't be getting beat by 30 points and be bright eyed and bushy tailed at the end of the game. You're gonna be mad. You know that when I whoop up on you, Terror Artist 404.
Oh boy, stop. You stay over there in PlayStation lane, man. Stay over there in PlayStation lane. And since you wanna talk about games, it's been honestly games where I'm gonna speak Madden wise and 2K wise. There's been games where I've been down about 30 points, came back and won somehow. And there's been games in 2K I've been down like 28 and came back and won. So I understand you can't never have that quit attitude, but sometimes, man, when a dude got you beat, they got you beat, and you just
Yeah,
gotta roll over into the next week, man. What's up,
yeah,
K Styles?
definitely.
What's happening?
K
What's happening? I'm
Style.
glad you're here. Glad you are here, and we'll get into one more comment before we go ahead and go and on to the next topic. Sports Plus, how do you feel about Raheem Morris calling out the players? We gonna say that for a quick second. We're gonna say that for a quick second, but go ahead and subscribe. That is Mike. That is Mad Mike Sports Plus. Go ahead and subscribe to him as well. He just started up his new little channel, and he trying to do big things again like he already doing. And you got a comment you want to get into real quick. We're gonna do one more before we get into the next topic that everybody is waiting on.
Man, I just want to holler. What's going on, Devon? I see you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. For you, get hold of some of that turkey tomorrow, man. Thank you so much. And hey, now I just want everybody in the comments to know just because you know just because I'm down here at Mama Country's house for Thanksgiving. Now y'all can still give a country boy an invite to Thanksgiving dinner. Now y'all don't gotta be bashful. I'd be more than happy to come and eat some of y'all food now. So
All right, this is the comment, and we'll get into the next topic of the show. Tara Falcon says, "Who would you like to see the Falcons bring in as a new GM?" Me. But go ahead, Lo. I'm gonna let you go first.
oh man, I mean I've been hearing a lot of I've been hearing a lot of different rumors, man. I know a lot of people are saying things about Lewis Riddick. Hey, Muhammad, yeah, for my homeboy J Rock, who's also in the comments. I promised him that every time we would play a game, I save it all off because that's been working. We've been playing pretty well, but it just didn't work this week, Muhammad. So
Yeah, man, and I didn't get a haircut. You know how I was saying like maybe I should just go full beard and look like Wolverine. Well, I'm kind of looking like him now, and we still lost. So I don't know.
still, still
So
lost, man. Still
get
lost.
on to this next topic here. The next topic is Raheem is not the guy. I'm gonna go
Mm.
first on this one.
Okay, tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel.
So if I let me find this comment again by Mr. Mad Mike himself. Let's see. Once again, reiterating, how do you feel about Raheem Morris calling players out? I think that is the worst way possible that you can do that. You've been a coach yourself, Lo. Would you throw your team under the bus like that?
No, man, we lose is my fault.
Right. So, but even with Dan Quinn, you always said we got to get better as a team, right? We. I don't remember never hearing him say, "Oh, he the reason did that. He the reason that happened." And if y'all not sure of what happened, Raheem Morris basically said that Matt Ryan was responsible for him getting sacked 8 times. He just threw his quarterback, his leader, on out there. And for that, man, I got a special surprise for you. I got a very special surprise for you and the whole team. After that performance, y'all all getting on the grill because y'all look terrible. Y'all looked horrible. Then the coach throwing y'all under the bus and Dirk Koetter throwing y'all under the bus again. Y'all all getting grilled. Y'all all getting flamed. Everybody deserved this, man. But what do you think about it, Lo?
First of all, I do want to let everybody know that those ribs and spatchcock chicken that I made, they were swinging. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, man. Look, I think when everybody talks about accountability, with this Falcons coaching staff, like I think Raheem Morris, he kind of took a page out of Uncle Junebug's book, man, because even though Dan Quinn didn't say that it was the players' fault. He blamed other coaches all the time. Like I mean, this man passed the buck like he was throwing dollars at the strip club. I mean, come on, man. It's like if you lost and everything, just go ahead and say, look, I didn't put guys in the best position to win. But instead of doing that, he just go ahead and saying things like, oh man, players gotta play better. Dan Quinn saying, "Oh man, people gotta do stuff like." I'm sorry, Raheem Morris like, "Oh man, players gotta play better." Dan Quinn saying, "Man, our coaches just aren't doing the right thing. I'm gonna start coaching." No, they're gonna start coaching. Like, can't nobody ever get right. And y'all don't listen to my wife in the comments, y'all. I'm sorry.
His wife said, "Since you're throwing people under the bus like Morris, my husband didn't shave before the game started. That's why we lost."
Y'all don't listen to
but
her, man.
but for real, man. But for real, man. If y'all ever seen that Spider-Man meme where they all just pointing at each other, that's the Falcons coaching staff in recent history, man. And I just think that's not a good look. That is not a good look to have your coach throw you under the bus like that. And I don't know how. I don't know how, as a player, how would you like perceive that as a player?
Well, as a player, like as a
Yeah, like
player,
say if your coach bad mouth you, how would you think about that?
as a player, then it's no more brotherhood. As a player, then it's no more brotherhood. After that, then it's a situation where is I'm just here to get a paycheck. It's not. It's no more. Oh, I'm doing the best for the team. Like that situations like that. Like they cause animosity. They cause animosity. Yes, yes, Tara Falcon. Miss Roney. That's my wife. Y'all listen to Miss Roney. She be tripping half the time. Y'all can't pay her no attention. Low country went in there. He went ahead and saved everything off. I was ready for the game. I was ready, but but
Not according to wifey.
man, she was trying to put some heat on me. That's all that is. That's all that is.
Mm,
Man, Mike said, "Dang,
yeah.
Tony,
Y'all
how
make
would
sure
you
y'all
feel
go
though, Tony?
subscribe to them. How do I feel about how would I feel?
Yeah, if you were a player, how would you feel about that?"
I mean, you're already losing, so I'm sure the morale of the team is not really there. And then you come out and say that it ain't gonna get no better for you. You gone. You gone. You. I don't see him having the job next year. I really don't. And then with throwing the people under the bus, that ain't cool. That ain't how you get the players behind you. You know what I'm saying?
That's that loser's mentality, man.
All right, and Nate Butler Jr. said, "I'm sick of them blaming each other. This is a bad football team, and I'm ready for this culture to change." What you think about that?
Man, I'm ready for it to change too. Man, whenever I bought all this new Falcons gear and everything, I wasn't expecting to be 3-7. Like, come on, man. And what makes it so bad? It's just off of just crazy decisions. Like instead of taking three knees, right, we still running the ball with Ty Gurley. It's playing prevent defense with 4 minutes left. I mean, it's just crazy things. Like, yeah, man, I'm ready for things to change. And what makes it so bad is that as terrible as the NFC is right now. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's completely just terrible, but as competitive as the NFC is right now, like if we won two of those games that we easily could have won, we would be right in the thick of things. But come on, man.
Right.
And Anthony Wright said it. Like we should be 7-3 right now. But instead, everybody's going out here, acting like they ain't never coached before, acting like they coaching a middle school team, and now we're sitting up here at 3-7, and I'm sitting here like, what in the world, Bo? I done brought my season tickets for next year. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Them PSLs ain't low. You know, them tickets ain't
Man.
low.
Yeah.
Hey man, my thing about the Falcons right now, they just like Oprah. You get a win. You get a win. You get a win. We get 3 wins in the most ridiculous type of way. You get a win. You get a win. You want a blown lead? You got one. You want a unnecessary touchdown? You got one.
Man, that's ridiculous.
That is
That's
just
ridiculous.
that is crazy to me. Speed for Falcons says fire everybody now. I think we all feel that.
Yeah.
I think anybody that's left from 2016 coaching wise should get the boot. I don't want that
Man,
coaching no more.
they need to light a stick of sage and run through the locker room and spin around and get everything that was in here out of there. Because it just ain't working. Whatever they doing, any brotherhood signs, they need to rip them down. All of that. We need to start, like, as far as the coaching, we need to start all over, man. We need to start all over.
Yeah, man. We're going to go ahead and jump into this next topic because I seen a comment about it. And, I didn't want to say it before we pop it up. Well, that's actually not the next topic. That's the topic, after this one. Taysom Hill didn't beat us. Sean Payton did. And since you came up with this topic, Low, explain.
Man, look. So look, y'all. The fact of the matter is that when everybody was celebrating before the game, at the end of the game last week, at the end of what was it, Sunday or Monday night football last week when the Saints played, and everybody was like, "Oh man, Drew Brees ain't even playing. You already know we're gonna win now. We won 2 games in a row." Like, look, y'all, we've only won 3 games. So just automatically assuming that we're gonna win the game. And I thought Jameis was gonna be playing. Then Taysom Hill comes in. Look, man, it's like the fact that Sean Payton even trusts him to play quarterback, that should have told y'all something right there. Like, this isn't like it's, Jim Harbaugh going out there playing quarterback, or Dan Marino, or just some random player that's 60 years old now, or Uncle Rico going out there talking about throwing the ball over the mountains. Nah, man, it's like Taysom Hill, he might not be the prototypical quarterback, but he has something behind him that could basically put him in a position to win, and that was Sean Payton's coaching and the fact that we didn't have any film on Taysom Hill as a starting quarterback. We just seen him throw the ball 20 times ever in the NFL. So we didn't know what packages they had for him, what formations they like to run with them. And they caught us with our pants down, man.
No Vaseline. But y'all, what he basically is saying in the most humbling fashion of the way, after the game that we won, we all went in the chat because that's what we do. We chat about things that happen. We got a chat on Facebook. And we found out the news that Drew Brees had, his 11th ribs bruised. So Jameis Winston was supposed to be starting. And then, we went in there. We went in there like, we should win it. Jameis Winston. You don't have to sugarcoat it, Low. Just tell the people. Just tell the people that you were just like, hey, man, y'all better calm down in the AFN. Y'all better calm down because, Jameis Winston can still ball, not knowing the last change in ship is going to be Taysom Hill. So just stop being humble, man. You was right and we was wrong.
And the situation was right and wrong because we weren't. Look, there's a variable that's not even the same. Like, I thought Jameis Winston was going to be the quarterback, and it ended up being Taysom Hill. We never talked about what Taysom Hill could do, because if he would have been the quarterback, y'all may have had a different opinion. We can't, we'll never know because it didn't happen. So I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I was wrong. I was right and y'all were wrong. I can't do that. Come on, man.
Man, whatever, man. But that dude, Sean Payton, he is an evil genius. He is an evil genius. He will pull a rabbit out of the hat and shock everybody, man. We've been over this, but this is especially what we find out with him having the guts and balls to start Taysom Hill. So Anthony Wright said, "You watch what I tell you. Taysom Hill will be exposed by other NFL teams. He's
Yes,
not that good of a quarterback." Yeah.
yes, yes. It's
Go yellow.
And look, it's just like, and I hate to say this because look, man, I'm part of Black Lives Matter movement as well. But before all of this happened and Colin Kaepernick started taking knees and everything, the fact of the matter is that Colin Kaepernick lost his starting job. A lot of people forget that. A lot of people forgot that he had a game where he only threw for like 60 yards. So it's like Colin Kaepernick was basically Taysom Hill. They even wear the same number. They were basically they're basically the same guy. And, Jim Harbaugh, he coached them up and put them in positions to win. But after they figured everything out, Colin Kaepernick came back down to earth, and the same thing will happen with Taysom Hill. Mark my words. If they try to go that route,
I mean, man, they, they did they scouting. They did the right things for their game because, as you realize, to get him in rhythm, like we said in the chat, they was having a like little small route, and he'll roll to the outside, throw it, boom, complete, throw it, boom, complete. And then he started getting confident in himself, then start throwing a little bit deeper. And our defense did nothing to adjust to that because Taysom Hill, he pretty much, I ain't gonna say he caught on fire, but he did a good job.
yeah,
He really did.
he made
And
the throws
Anthony,
that he needed to make.
he needed throws that needed to make. He didn't have to be too extravagant. He
Yeah.
had to do anything out of his willpower. Anthony Wright once again with a good comment says Falcons quarterback coach Greg Knapp needs to be the offensive coordinator these last 6 games of the season. He has been a former OC in the past with success. What you think about that, coach?
I mean, yeah, man. I definitely think, but it's like everybody talks about all these guys that they feel like should be the coaches and everything. Like we don't know until you got to have you we see the plays that they call and everything, but I actually want to hear these guys talk. I want to see if they're leader of men because I just don't want a guy that's just smart and knows football. You see what I'm saying? I want a guy that can also motivate people as well. I want a guy that doesn't throw people under the bus. A guy that has accountability. So if it's one of those situations where Eric Bieniemy, oh man, Patrick Mahomes is throwing 6,000 yards a season and they just won the Super Bowl. It's like, well, let's look at all the factors. Is it Eric Bieniemy or is it Andy Reid? Is Eric Bieniemy an alpha male? Is he a man's man? Is he the type of guy who holds people accountable? Is he does he have a good work ethic or is he just in the right situation at the right time? You see what I'm saying?
Right. And I want you to get after this comment specifically for you. TCM got a bag said players make the coach, coaches don't make the players.
Hey
What you think
man,
about that?
I can't say that because I feel like football is just like life, and this goes for both sides of the spectrum. You got to have the right combinations. You can have a great coach, and he doesn't have the right players, and he's not successful. You can have great players, they don't have the right coach, they won't be successful. I mean, for example, like look at New England and Tom Brady. Look at Belichick and Tom Brady. Like I mean, Brady, he's not playing terribly, but he's not playing at the level that he normally would in New England. You know,
Right.
Bill Belichick is like, they're not, a top 10 draft pick team, but you know that they would have been better with Tom Brady. People also believe that, and you also got to look at Belichick before he came to New England. Didn't he get fired like twice? Because he just wasn't either he wasn't in the right situation or he didn't have the right players but I really feel like man you got to take every factor into consideration. So I mean we can't just sit here and say that players make coaches, coaches don't make players because I mean look at the factors, man.
Right, man. I mean, in so many instances, you see a player play well under certain coaching staff, balls out, and then gets traded to a whole different scheme and then falls off. Namdi Oswald. I know he didn't get traded. He probably a free agent, but he's one of them.
Yeah,
He's one of them. So
yeah.
you want to read that comment right there?
Yeah. TCM got it back. Yeah. So I see what you're saying. So yeah, you still need a decent coach. Okay. So I
Correct.
see what you're saying. Yeah. So basically, you need competent coaches and competent players who make competent decisions. That just hasn't been the case this year. Or our team would definitely be better.
Yeah. So now on to this subject that I think we will all agree on, and we should. Dirk Koetter needs to go. I'm gonna let you go first, Coach. Go ahead and speak
You-
your piece.
So you're saying that Dirk Cutter needs to go?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
So you saying that you think Dirk Cutter is the problem?
Yeah. I think he's part of the problem, not the main problem, not all of the problem, but part of the problem. But what
Yeah.
you think?
Dirk Cutter need to go.
All right, break it down in detail, man. But before he break it down in detail, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Hit that subscribe button on Mad Mike Sports. Hit that subscribe button on Bit Low Country Sports. Hit that subscribe button on Terror Artist 404 Gamer, Just K Styles, Jew Talk Sports, Atlanta Falcons Nation, and ATL in Sports Zone. We got our own channel too now where we give y'all Hawks, Braves, and Falcons. So check us out over there. But go ahead and let them know why.
I mean, man, you just look at the play calling, man. A lot of people are blaming that offensive line. And my homeboy, Triple G, he's saying that offensively, he thinks that he's the main problem. And I mean, everybody in the comments, William Amy saying that, we need to get rid of him. Triple G said he needs to go as of yesterday. Um, Speed Falcons for Life said that uh, he's the main problem. What are y'all talking about? But hey, man, I mean, so a lot of people are blaming the offensive line on the reason why what was it, 9 sacks on Sunday?
It was either 8 or 9.
Eight
One of
sacks,
those.
9 sacks.
It
So
was
look,
8.
man, it's like at the end of the day, if you do see that defensive line or those linebackers or whoever's getting to the quarterback or getting home like that, then you need to adjust your play calling. You need to make some changes to make sure that you're not getting that quarterback teed off on, man. You know, so it's like at the end of the day, you can't do that, man. You got to make sure that you have those screens and those quick developing pass plays, 3-step drops, play actions, to the guy who's really hurting you, and just run the ball, man. Just run the ball. Like, stop trying to be pretty. Stop trying to throw this thing all the time, man. And let's just hand this ball off to Ty Gurley and Brian Hill and let them boys run a little bit. I mean, sometimes you gotta thank yourself, and I think he did that on Sunday. What you think about that, man?
First, Just K Style says former friend is gone. Do you mean it's an article that I missed that he gone already, or he
Mhm.
going after the season? I need
That's
to know
wishful
because
thinking.
I know I ain't miss out on that. But my true thoughts about him is why did we hire him back after our first stint with him? True enough, he didn't get fired when he first came with us. I think he just left and went to Tampa. But we seen how things worked out in Tampa, and we knew he couldn't run the ball here, so we knew it wasn't gonna be no creativity. That was around the same time we had the BS of a coaching defensive coordinator Mike Nolan. We just had it all bad then. But he needs to go, man. He's too predictable. He is too predictable. And how in the world? What in the world, Bo? 3rd and 7, and your offensive line is already having a bad time blocking, quote unquote, and you send everybody out wide. Don't leave no extra person to protect Matt Ryan. But that wasn't held accountable for. Raheem Morris said it was all on Matt Ryan. So Dirk Koetter needs to go. Yes, yes, yes. I got a video on there to explain why on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Go check that out. It's down there somewhere. But he been he been needed to go. He should never came back. And
Yeah, man.
I think he's probably worse than Sarkeesian.
You think so?
I think you can make
Oh,
a case. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't
I
that good.
definitely
He
agree.
wasn't that good, but I think you can make the case that can be debatable.
Man, I remember one time I watched Steve Sarkisian take 10 shots up there in the booth, and he still called a better game than Dirk Koetter. He took 10 shots of tequila. He was still called a better game.
But you know what's crazy? What did we get on Sarkeesian? Too many sweeps or jet sweeps. They ain't working. All right, run the ball somewhere else. We get Cutter. All he know is halfback dive, halfback draw. He might end up putting a quarterback draw. How dumb he is, man! Like, like, come on, man. You got to get it together. Got to get it together, man. And the beast among us said you looking different without that beard, man.
Hey man, I had to cut it off for the Saints game, man. But apparently it just didn't work this time. And then
It didn't work.
y'all got a different vantage point because I'm sorry about the setup, y'all. I came down to the country. I came to see Mama Country, for Thanksgiving and everything. So I'm not in where I'm normally at. So you seeing me from a different vantage point and everything, and that's why it might be kind of dark. Old folks they keep it dark and hot in their house. So that's
Hey man, just imagine after seeing James Harden with all that beard, he just go bald. That's what they basically saying, man. But and the beast amongst us said he was actually decent. Sharp.
yeah, yeah, he was. He was. I mean, we weren't like a top five offense, but we were doing pretty good.
Yeah, man. I think he was better at running the ball, not passing. I don't think he's as good as Dirk Cutter, but sometimes Dirk Cutter, force feed stuff. But definitely running the ball, it was actually the threat of running the ball when he was our OC, and he's my OC at Alabama. But I ain't gonna
Oh
speak on
God,
that.
here we go, boy. Here we go.
I didn't like that at all. But hey, he's rolling with the tide right now,
Here
and
we go,
he
boy.
got the talent to back him up.
Hey man.
So
Oh,
go ahead.
hey, I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
I got a bag. I had to take it back to the 2000s with my white tee.
Them franchise boys with it bank head in the
Yeah,
house.
man. But Tom, we forgot to do something, man.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
We gotta get the area codes, man. Y'all need to make sure y'all put the area codes in the chat. Y'all let us know where y'all from, man.
Where
You
my
know,
4 representatives at? We had a huge night the other night. What was it? Last Thursday with Gucci Man and Jeezy. You feel me? Atlanta showed up and showed out.
the
You feel
dope game hard, the rap game
me?
easy.
Part two is Gucci Man versus Jeezy. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and get into what is your prediction versus the Oakland Raiders. 404 in the house. You already know.
Oh, four,
Hey, what the
four,
word is
seven, eight.
478?
Man, that's down there. That's middle Georgia, Macon area, Dublin down there.
Okay,
Oh man, we
okay,
got
okay.
Los Angeles. We got LA in the house.
We all the way in LA, baby. Yes, sir.
Definitely, definitely,
But so what is
man.
your prediction of us going against the Las Vegas Raiders?
Well, I think I'm looking like I'm sitting here thinking right now that great players don't have bad games 2 weeks in a row. That's one thing that I've learned, with my fantasy football research. I won thousands of dollars on DraftKings and multiple fantasy leagues. But great players, they don't have bad games 2 weeks in a row. So I think Matt Ryan's gonna come out here and burn somebody draws off this week. I really do. I think the Falcons gonna put up 30 points. I think it's gonna be a single score game. I'm gonna say 35. 31 Falcons.
So you think it's gonna be high scoring, close all the way through? Do you think
Yeah,
that we get a lead and we blow it almost, or you think it's gonna be a comeback victory? How you think it's gonna go down?
I think it's gonna be a tough game all the way through. And what's going on, Daniel Bell? 203 Pinesville, Georgia, 912, baby. You already know.
Hey, what's up, Nick Turner
Fort Stewart.
31? Nice to see you. And the beast amongst us says probably 27-10 Raiders. If we played bad last week, we got to stop Jacobs and Carr with those great receivers. I'm gonna let you get to that comment after I say what I have to say about my prediction of the game. And what I have to say is I don't know about it being that high low. I really don't. Um, I can see us winning. I can see us winning.
Hmm.
So I'm going to give us. I'm going to give it like a maybe the instance of like 21-28 Atlanta, like a touchdown game, 21-28 Atlanta. That's what I think. But then the Falcons, they come do something else. So we gotta be prepared for it all too. What you think about that comment though?
Look, man. I think Derek Carr is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. Darren Waller is one of the most underrated tight ends in the league. And then you got your boy Renfro. He's a very good wide receiver. Like he's sneaky fast, and don't forget your boy from Alabama, your boy Henry Ruggs. They
Hey,
got weapons, man. They got weapons now. But and look, in this game last on Sunday, like against the run, like they let a few plays slip, but look, all season we've been playing that run pretty well. But that boy John Jacobs, Jingleheimer Smith, Josh Jacobs, Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Smith. His name is my name too. Hey man,
roll tide.
hey, that boy run like his hair is on fire, man. I
Cause
mean,
he built by Bama, man.
man, come on, man, come on. He got paid by Bama. That's what that is. But that's neither here nor there. Well, he got,
uh,
he got Bama.
why every time you hate when I say they built by Bama, you gotta come with something else, huh?
He
Built by
got paid
Bama.
by
Charles Jacobs, Henry Ruggs, built by Bama. I'ma keep
Josh
saying it.
Jingleheimer
Mad
Smith,
Mike
paid by
Sports
Bama.
Plus says y'all think too little of the Falcons. Raiders went to get Beasley intact for a reason. All Dirk has to do is has a better game plan. But will he though? That is the major question of that whole comment. Will he?
Man, in cases like this, I think especially in games like that, Arthur Blank hates losing against the Saints. I think you're gonna see a lot more hurry up offenses for the rest of the season. Matt Ryan gonna be calling a lot more of his plays. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. I don't know if you noticed that, but there wasn't that much hurry up offense in this game this week. Well, last week. I
Yeah.
think Dirk Koetter is gonna get slowly phased out because look, man, the whole fan base is calling for DK's head, man. I mean, and I don't understand why he still has a job.
I don't understand it either, man. And I know normally at this point we don't do the Falcons fan Q&A so soon, but we
Hey,
gotta,
Joe,
huh?
can I introduce the guest, man?
All right, Mr. Commentator, you got it.
Man, I'm
Go
sorry, man. I'm
ahead.
sorry. I'm just excited about this, man. This my whole boy Rich, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. I'm,
So,
I'm going. I'm going to chill with it, man. Yo, you introduce them as I bring them in.
okay. So look, y'all, look. So this is my homeboy Rich right here. He's one of the fans to Atlanta Falcons Nation. Diehard Falcons fan, straight from the BROOKLYN.
Crooklyn.
Come again from the Canarsie Project, representing Pop Smoke. ATL Falcons fan all day. I got my homeboy, Mr. Richie Rich, baby, in the building.
Yes,
I got
yes,
it.
yes, yes. Thank you for having me, fellas. Thank you for having me. Good to be here.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? We understood that you had questions to ask the fans, and you wanted to get comments from them as well. We wanted to open up the floor to you for basically the rest of our show till we get to the extra point, so you can get the feeling out, get the guts out, man. You feel me? This might be a part of your job, man. You never know it. So go ahead and get to them questions, man.
All right, cool. So first off, I would like to ask the fans, what position do you guys think is our weakest position? And hopefully we should be picking around in the top 10, maybe top 10, 15 for the pick. Like what position should we go with our first pick as well?
Man, that's a
So
good question, Rich. That's a real
why
good question, man.
why these comments get to rolling before they answer? We're gonna let you answer that first, Lo.
Oh man. Oh, so I honestly think that I honestly think we should get a cornerback in that first round because those top level cornerbacks like they make a huge difference. I think we should wait to get somebody on the defensive line, in the second round because I heard that this line is pretty deep with defensive line talent. But I want another guy to partner with AJ Terrell for the future. Like I want to have those lockdown guys for the next 7 or 8 years. What y'all think?
I'm thinking the same thing that everybody I'm seeing in these comments, man. Everybody seems to be on really on the defensive side. You got Nick Turner that says DE. You got Tara Falcons that says DE, strong safety or cornerback. You got Ed Rusher DE, and I'm gonna be honest. That's from Devon Stanford. Appreciate that comment. But to be honest, man, like you said, it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep in the defensive line, middle linebackers. This is a pretty deep draft for them. So I would want to go like another cornerback and or like another free safety, a ball hawking free safety. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch it up. Free safety need to be our first pick. I will hope so. Somebody in the secondary to help young AJ Terrell out. Cause Rico ain't doing it no more. Oh,
Yeah.
he messing up bad, man. But what about you, Rich? It's your show now. What about you?
Well, as far as the weakest position, I think it's pretty much the same thing what everybody else saying. Cornerback, D ends, borderline. But I think we should go with defensive end in with our first pick. Just being that all these years in the draft, we all know we always want to go DT, D end, or whatever. And next thing you know, we don't end up not doing that. And based off what we missed from Vic Beasley and Tack McKinley, we already did that. Now we got Fowler coming in now. He's doing a decent job, but we need that consistent because we all know guys that know football, watch film and all that, cornerbacks, the DBs, and the DN, it works hand in hand together. So, more you can get that pressure up the middle and getting them dogs, you're going to see them picks. Like, I think Kendall Sheffield, he has potential. Obviously we expect a lot of our players. We know how AJ Terrell doing. For some reason, my biggest question, I'm sorry, I don't want to get off topic, but Jordan Miller, I don't know, was like, I just want to at least see, just to see. That's all I'm saying. Isaiah Oliver, doing all right. And Rico, that's another topic too. Oh, speaking of Rico, but he needs to be a coach. Like everybody's saying, he love offense. Oh yeah, he's the guy. He's a general on the field. That's cool. I love the man. But at this point, for your height, first off, you're a cornerback to a safety. So it's just like, and we all know, y'all was talking about that earlier on the show. So let's get dogs for their natural position
Yeah.
and make Rico be a player coach like how he did for DeMonte KZ, and you saw what KZ did. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it's like I know a lot of people say, free safety. I honestly feel like Isaiah Oliver could be a free safety. I feel like that's his net. I feel like that's the position he should be playing, because he don't got that, point A to point B speed. But he's such a great tackler. He's like 6'2", six
Yeah.
three, long and lanky. Just let that man come downfield and make tackles or keep people from scoring touchdowns. I feel
Yeah.
like safety. That's one of those positions if I was a GM, I wouldn't draft that high because safety, you just want a guy that's smart. You're not going to really be able to watch uh go to the combine and be like, oh man, this safety just blows. He just blowing all the stats out of the water because most of your safeties run a 4.5, 4.6. You know what I'm saying? They just good tacklers and they're smart, man. So yeah, I mean, I think Oliver should be a free safety, honestly.
And just like that, I've been fired from Bitlo's Country GM because I went the whole Thomas Demetrius route. not even thinking about that because you can get a free safety in the later rounds as long as you beef up and you get the pressure towards the quarterback. You can get a smart guy out of the 4th, 5th, 6th round. So I would have been a horrible GM too. I mean,
Hey, you never know. It might have
my
worked.
new position is janitor. I'm not even a water boy. I can't even be on the field,
That's
man.
crazy.
Man, come on.
What was the other questions you had for the fans? For the
Okay,
supporters.
so another question I got. Besides, we all know we want a winning culture, right? We want something new, right? Offense is too vanilla, it's too plain. So pretty much we lack an identity for offense and defense, pretty much our whole team. I'm pretty much asking what type of playing style do you guys want to see on defense and offense? For example, just in case, because some of y'all may not understand the question, for as people that play football or have knowledge of the game, like far as do you want to see a fast-paced offensive style? Do you want to see more creative motions, jets? Do you want the defense to be heavy blitz or not blitz? You know what I'm saying? So along those lines, I want to be specific here. Special teams too.
So go ahead and give your description then. Let them know what you're thinking.
All right. So far as for offensively, I would want to see more of motions, getting guys like there should be no reason why Julio, Calvin, really we should get those balls to them right away. Like I understand by Julio lining up on the field, he's getting double team automatically. Okay, that creates a one-on-one matchup for somebody else, and you got to win your one-on-one matchup. That's fine, but there's certain instances where it's no excuse. You got to give him the ball. You see Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Like, you see D-Hop and these guys. You see Tyreek Hill. Like, they get these guys the ball. And the coaching plays a factor in that on far as getting these guys the ball. So, to really be specific, I just want to see creativity similar to what we had with Kyle Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was obviously one of the best years the Falcons have offensively. And it's like, we tried to build it over, but it didn't really work. Defensively now, I would say to the point where we got natural dogs just all over where you're just scared. Like, we thought Dan Quinn was going to do that, which is really sad. And, we moved on from that. That's cool. Like, we wanted something similar to that, but it didn't happen. But based off the players that we got with our core, like Grady Jarrett, Kiki, and some guys we know that's going to be on the 21 roster, let's use those guys in their best way, pretty much, to be successful.
And I got another question for you. So you said you want more of I guess you could say like a fast-paced offense, correct? So you mentioned Tyreek Hill. So, of course, you mentioned Patrick Mahomes, Micah Hartman. So Eric Bieniemy, is he the answer?
It's a great question. I do believe to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, you can't. I feel like, because I was thinking about this the other day, you can't really compare what Mahomes could do and Tyreek Hill could do compared to what Matt Ryan and those guys. Those are two different players. But I do believe the scheme-wise and the concepts, and far as getting guys the ball that needs to be touching the ball, like obviously Hayden Hurst. What? Oh man, I just want to get too crazy, but pretty much the guys that need to get the ball, they need to get the ball. Like, just give an example. I mentioned Hayden Hurst. So you see Travis Kelce is on that team. They got these nice plays for him. Get him open. We know Hayden Hurst can do the same thing. Come on now.
Yeah.
We know the speed. We know what he can do. So it's just a matter of time. I think he's definitely an option for us. And I really hope we heavily commit on this guy because I know Calvin Ridley. I know them guys is frustrated. You don't think they know the offense is terrible? I know Todd Gurley is, yo. They know. Players ain't gonna say nothing because they gotta keep it professional, talking to the media, At the end of the day, I know they hurting inside. They want to see something new, creative,
Yeah,
Exactly.
just like Terry Falcons said, more creativity on offense, like Kyle Shanahan did, and more blitzing on defense. And you speaking on Ty Gurley, I'm actually kind of scared, bro, because I'm the one that got his jersey after 1 year. So I hope
I didn't even get it.
I hope that he be here for the long haul, but if he don't, I go hang it up somewhere. You
Man,
feel me? I go hang it up. So
man.
low, what you feel?
Man, honestly, I want to see an offense and a defense that are catered to the skill set of the players. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if we have big wide receivers, 6'3", 6'4" wide receivers, that know how to use their body. Let's run some West Coast offenses. If we have the Tyreek Hill kind of guys who can stretch the field. Let's run some 7-step drops and things like that. As long as you have the type of offensive line that can hold blocks for that long. But yeah, man, it's like as far as offense, I want to see a chameleon offense. I want to see a offense who takes whatever the defense hands them and make something out of it. That's what I want to see. On defense, I want to see because most of the best teams in the NFL right now, they're running 3-4 defenses, and nickel defenses, multiple front defenses, and look, these offensive linemen, they're getting more and more athletic every year. Like you need the best way to get blitzes now is to outsmart these guys. So it's like, you bring blitzes from all over the place. Just because you're bringing a blitz, that doesn't mean that you're leaving yourself exposed. If you're running that 3-4 and you just bring one extra guy, you just don't know where he's coming from. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, let's run some 3-4, let's run some nickel, and if we can get there with 3 or 4 guys, then let's do it. If not, then we need to bring some more people. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see some good situational football. It don't have to be chuck it and duck it every game. If we just throwing 3-yard passes and still getting wins, I'll be more than happy with that.
Me on the other hand, I'm with whatever coaching style gonna make it happen. I don't care if it's fast paced. I don't know. I don't care if we got Jerome Bettis back then. We chugging it 30, 40 times. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. We just want one. We just want one championship. We're not asking for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yet. We just want one. We want that all around great team that can do it for us. So whoever coaching can do that on either side of the ball, I don't care. But 3-4 is the way that people are going now. That really is. You seeing more defenses run that, and finding success with it. So I wouldn't be I'll be mindful of that. And Anthony Wright said Eric Bieniemy would love to coach Matt Ryan, Hayden Hurst, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, Russell Gage, and Olamide Zaccheaus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got any more questions out there for our supporters? What was yours?
I just got one more question. So, last question, I would say, pretty much based looking into 2021, we know that half of our roster is going to be going, half of our coaching staff going to be going. Hopefully, that's what we're expecting, but most likely we can predict that. So, I'm looking forward to who are guaranteed guys that's going to be on the roster still. So we know Grady Jack. Some guys just put a limit. I just want certain guys that possibly that might be on the fence, but have the chance. Like we know some of the guaranteed guys, but you get what I'm going. Like I just want to know who y'all ask what y'all think.
And I'm sorry for the thumbs down, man. The thumbs down wasn't towards your comment. The thumbs down was towards this comment right here. Yeah, right here. This guy's area code right here. You know,
now what two?
See, show up.
Man, I'm from the Florida, man. I'm from Canarsie, man. My Brooklyn heads, you already know. Put that thing up, you heard?
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
But go ahead,
we go hard. We go hard.
But go ahead, Lo. What you think about it? What he just said?
Oh man, I mean, guys that are guaranteed to be here next year, man, it's like that's kind of hard to say, man. The only guys that I could think of, are guys like people who are still on those rookie deals, like the AJ Terrells, Chris Lindstrom, Caleb McGarry. What's that?
No, I'm sorry. I was just saying, like O-line for sure. Like guys that are on the fence. That's who's like.
Yeah. I mean, but like Alex Mack, I don't know if he's going to be back, man. Carpenter. So. Yeah, I don't know if Carpenter's going to be back. Wow. And then it's like you think about this new GM and everybody that comes in. It's like, I mean, is Jake Matthews a guaranteed keeper? I mean, because they might just try to change the whole culture and everything. So I mean, that's actually a pretty good question. I would love to see Matt Ryan stay, but who's to say that? I don't know, the Jaguars say, hey, here's 3 first-round picks or something. I mean, I'm just throwing numbers out there, but yeah, I mean, I would love to keep Matt Ryan and Julio, and Triple G says he thinks that they're going to be back. If I was a coach and I was coming in, I'll say, hey, why do we need to get somebody else? We still got these guys right here, but. I mean, man, that's actually a pretty good question. Young Way Cool, I think he'll be back.
Man, I gotta say what's up to my other gamers out here, man. Us gamers gotta stick together. What's up? You're probably coming from my channel. Appreciate you watching. You feel me? But we just don't know what the new head coach and the new GM will have in mind. It can be a total bust and rebuild, as what we know. Or they can stick with the people that we got now and try to make something work out of it. Either way, I'm fine. Something got to change. Everybody from 2016, whoever got hired by Dan Quinn, I don't care if it's from, the doctor, from the team trainer, everybody got to go. We got to clean the house.
Got you.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Rich, man. So how long have you been a Falcons fan?
That's a good question. I've been a Falcons fan for 6 years, roughly about 6 years. So I became a Falcons fan in 2014, my sophomore year of college. For the most part of that, like I've been playing football basically all my life. Like I just been a fan of football. Like back then, the way I used to think. Like it's any given Sunday, we know that, and I just felt like I'm just a fan of football. Like you never know who gonna be who, and then like I explained that to my college coach. He was a Cowboys fan, and I played inside linebacker in college, and he was just giving my perspective on why you should be a fan of a team. So the Falcons was a team that I've been looking at. I always knew that had underrated talent. And people always slept on. And I'm from New York, I'm from Brooklyn, I got a lot of Giants fans, all that. So I hear a lot of that. And me personally, I'm a leader myself. So I like to stand out from other people, from my friends and all that other stuff, or can't tell me I'm not no bandwagon this or bandwagon that, or none of that shit. Like, feel me? Falcons fan, we here for life, red and black. You know how we do it.
Hey man, so that's pretty cool, man.
I want to ask you this. You said you became a fan in 2014. We didn't have a good year that year. So
Yeah.
what moment made you? We all had that defining moment that makes us a diehard fan of a team. What made you in 2014 say, you know what, this is my team, I'm gonna stick with them, like no matter what game or whatever? What moment during that season
Yeah.
you put it down and say you're gonna rap the Falcons?
Not copy. So I have a few good moments that like I just embrace so much. Like just being a Falcons fan. Like I even dive down deeper into it. Like I believe in like what Arthur Blank and those guys when they mean like they care for the fans and they care for the people and the city and just all of that. Even though, you know, I'm from Brooklyn, but just looking from the outside of things and I also visit there myself, like I do see all of that, you know. And I appreciate that. So with certain moments, not I don't think it's in 2014, but for example, like Debo game-winning interception against Drew Brees in that goal line. What? And he just getting dragged off the field like, okay, oh,
You
then
you
we got,
you
of
hear
course,
that? You hear that? Mark 504.
yeah, we got Julio game-winning TDs, like two of them actually off the screen. If y'all remember when we beat the Eagles, and then
Yeah.
when we beat the Redskins. I'm not sure if that I believe that's for the game, but Julio needed that TD. He was struggling from that end zone. He just reaching over like, "Come here, boy." Like,
Oh, so you're talking about that one. I thought you was going back to the time when what's his name? Robert Alpha had that pick six.
oh yeah.
Versus,
Those
what's that versus Washington?
a good game. He did have a good game, but I'm just just going from moments. And then my last moment that I loved, Keanu Neal, Kiki hit on Jimmy Graham on that in that game on the goal line, like
Seattle.
that hit,
Yeah.
yeah, ooh, that boy was amazing. And I got a lot of other reasons too. Like I could chat on all day, Mike Vick, like since I was playing youth football, like I always been around red, black, and white until I got into college. I had green, but that's something different. Got my
Man.
little wings, man. But I'm here for life, man. Ride or die, man. Thanks for having me, accepting me. Do I got
Hey
the
man.
fans acceptance?
Hey man. Yeah,
You got
man. Everybody
ours.
showing you
Brooklyn
love,
Bird,
bro.
Brooklyn Bird. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, man. Everybody showing you love, bro. Everybody, a New York Falcons fan. I thought I'd never see the day.
Shout
That's
out all the
right.
New York City Falcons fans. You heard?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you
So I
getting all
see.
kind of love, man. You
Yeah.
getting all kind of
Low,
love.
you got any more questions that you want to ask? I guess.
Hey man, so what so let me ask you this right here, man. So do you think the Falcons need to let go of those big contracts like Matt Ryan and Julio, or you think
That's a good question. Realistically, I think no. Like, obviously, I believe the loyalty that what Arthur Blank and them guys have, but at the end of the day, this is a business. You know what I mean? So you
yeah,
gotta do whatever's best for them. And I do want to see those guys win, and I wanted to see us win with us. And we had a little taste of that moment, and I know those guys could bring that back. And being that in an organization, you got to keep some of those core value guys just to get you there. Those are the nucleus of the team. You understand? But at the end of the day, Arthur Blank and them guys said it. They're gonna move smart with it, approaching that. But at the end of the day, whatever the new GM and the new coach want to do, that's what they want to do. They've given them the key. So we, at the end of the day, no matter if they here or not, we still gonna be Falcons fans, correct?
that's it all
Oh
day.
yeah.
So we got no choice but to accept it, whatever happens.
Yeah,
We
man.
might not
Yeah.
want to see it, but
Yeah, 10 toes down. Some of my cousins 9 toes down because they missing one. But
So I got a question for you. So say you did come a fan in 2014. So 2 years, you know, from that, you get introduced to a team that's going to the Super Bowl. And I know you was probably, high because the whole ATL was high. We was ready for that. And
yeah.
then to see what happened. How did you take that being not a first time fan, but
Mhm.
recently, and then that happens to you?
It was really tough. Like I said, like I was in college. I went to school at Mooresville State College, and I was studying exercise science, and that was difficult within its own as an athlete. And I didn't even want to go to class the next day. Like, and I had to be in class, and I didn't even want to go to class. And my teachers and other guys, they were all types of other fans of other teams, and they were just rubbing in my face. And what made it worse, one of my cool friends, he was a Patriots fan too, and we was like watching the game together, and it was crazy. But the way how I looked at it, right, the past is the past. You know, we here moving forward, and that's
Mm-hmm. All right, Lo, you got another question?
Hey man, I just wanted to let you know, man. Somebody on here showing you some love, man. Hold on one second. Let me find it. Let's see here. Yeah, somebody said, man, they said they love you, bro. They said
yeah,
they
facts,
love
man.
you.
I love all y'all too, man. Appreciate that. You know, all about good vibes, good energy. Love is love. You know, that's what we do out here.
Man,
And they
everybody talking about your hoodie, bro.
and they give you, yeah, I was just about to highlight that comment. They love your hoodie, man.
Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Gotta have some Falcons drip. Like when I play
Yeah.
football, you gotta be drippy. You know, you gotta have your little,
You gotta come clean. You gotta come clean.
little accessories.
Yeah, especially the people that don't play. People that don't play always be the cleanest. Like they have all the armbands
No,
and
no
everything.
swag, no swag.
Hey, so to all our fans in the chat, y'all let us know if y'all have any questions for Rich, man, or and us as well. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions that y'all have.
Right.
Big Rich, they shot you out down there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. That's one of my boys. That's one of my boys from college. You already know,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
Cowboys
okay.
fan. That's what up, Joe. You already know that.
Beauty Exchange said, "I love how passionate you are when you speak about your team." Yeah,
Yeah,
we're talking
shout out,
about
baby.
you, Rich.
That's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
Oh man,
Hey man, I got a wife and all, but I love her to death, but we don't get along with each other twice a year, if you get what I'm saying. And if you don't get what I'm saying, she's a Saints fan.
Uh,
Uh yeah, yeah. So I love her to death. She let me down easy, but she talking trash to everybody else that she
so that,
see.
so that means you cooking right now?
What Hey man, I gotta give her some payback for from what they did to us on Sunday, man. And
man.
Rashawn Johnson says we need a new defensive scheme, cut some defensive players and sign some defensive players, and we ready for whatever. What you think about that, Rich?
Well, he said we just need a new defensive scheme, cut some defensive players, and sign some defensive players. Okay. Well, I'm saying we did sign some defensive guys in free agency, and we've seen how that's working out for us. Obviously, if you're not on the field, you're not helping us right now. But I agree on that, on the scheme aspect of it, because sometimes what we like to do, we like to disguise a lot of stuff, which is understandable. We like to disguise certain things, just look weird, like pre-snap. And you see how the defense line, they just be looking like, what? Like the middle of the field just is wide open. But that's cool, But at the end of the day, you got to do what's working, Like
Yeah,
it seems like right now, applying pressure from different guys that you don't normally see week to week from certain guys is somewhat helping. But
yeah,
at the same time, we see blitzing Debo and a Lucan and stuff that's working. We get into the quarterback. Our front four
yeah,
guys can't really get there. Who is that? Allen Bailey and then them guys. They trying, but obviously it ain't enough. But
yeah, yeah. And
And
just
and
like I do, Rich, like especially playing that inside linebacker, they running something. And I'm sorry if I'm getting too technical for some of the Falcons fans
yeah,
that are
oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
here,
yeah. Thanks.
but
Talk.
whenever those guards run those trap plays and those
Yeah,
power plays, and you
yeah,
on that backside, you know you ain't getting there. Sometimes you just got to go through the motions, right?
Yeah. But me
Yeah.
though, I was a dog though. I'm gonna show y'all some film one day. Like I was at linebacker, I played the will, so I was backside. So even though
Okay.
coming across on them plays, like I'm coming in, filling, sweeping, all of that. Like come here,
Yeah.
Hey
like.
Yeah.
man, do we need to call the Falcons for you to get you a tryout?
Let's talk one day. I actually know some people that's on the staff that actually worked with Raheem and stuff like that with
Oh,
Morris.
that's cool.
That's
That's
how we
cool.
getting the merch, by the way, low key. I got a
Hey,
little.
I peep you. I peep you. Got that connect. And
And
my homeboy Just J Rock.
Oh, go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Tone. I apologize. My homeboy Just J Rock. He asked me if I shaved the facial hair. I thought about you, bro, and I went ahead and cut it off. But it didn't work this time, man. So I'm sorry. I apologize, man. I apologize.
And no, my wife is not Mark 504. I'm gonna answer this in a completely great way. My wife is Keisha's Corner. Y'all can check her out every Friday, 8:30. She commented earlier, but no, I don't go that route. So yeah. Y'all let our guests know. Rich, if you got any questions. If you got any questions, man, Big Low, I know you had another question for him.
Yeah. Well,
Big Low.
Cinco Mo said, "What do you want your defensive player philosophy to be in terms of size and height?"
I'll just take that just off the DN position in
Hmm.
the front line position. Like we need a big guy. Like we tried to do that with Tack, but it would have worked, but he ain't had the moves.
Yeah.
So you see the Miles Garrett, you see the JJ Watt. We need the freak. Those are freak guys. Javion Clowney, those are the freak-ish people. God bless them with that ability and that talent. We need somebody like that on the front four, somewhere in the front four, mainly DN, obviously. So I'll just go with that. Yeah, y'all could go with that. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Rich. Like whenever you can get those guys that are like 270, 280, strong as an ox, but still quick, that actually has the pass rushing moves, that can take on those double teams, ends and tight ends.
Stop the
That
run
yeah,
every
stop the
down.
run. Always seal the edge, make sure that nothing's coming to their side, still get to the quarterback. That's whenever you could do things. Going the routes like the Vic Beasley's. I think he was like 6'2", what was it, like 235 soaking wet with a box of nails in his pockets. Like that ain't gonna make no difference, man. You know, you need somebody that can move
Oh, God.
somebody.
Oh, that was funny.
TJ Master says the fact that teams like the Browns, Dolphins, Raiders, Bills has better records than us doesn't sit well with me. As a person really born in ATL, this ish is embarrassing. Yeah. If you don't know, I'm born and raised from Atlanta too. Mad Mike is, and you got Miss Maggie T, Alessa Shane. She's from Atlanta too, and things change. You're not gonna always be on top, every year, every generation. So the teams that's under you gonna eventually catch up, and then some teams gonna eventually fall off. What you think about that? What y'all think about that? Rich, go ahead.
Well, I think obviously yes, it is sad. Like we're in the same category with the Giants, all of them. Like since when we will be this bad? But things happen. We can't move back from it. So one thing I would say is that going into next year or anything like that, we speaking about these teams, we had within 2-3 years we seen a change. Browns, like I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm happy for them. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy for those programs. Like just to see how they quickly turned it around. Not quickly, obviously, takes time for that. But we can see a 1-year turnaround, 2-year turnaround, 2-3 turnaround, depending how you coach and approach the game and how you use your players, and of course of players staying healthy. So
Exactly. Exactly.
What
Yeah.
you what you think about it, Lo?
I mean, it's one of those things where, the NFL is a league of parity. You could be at the top of the mountain this year, and then next year, you're at the bottom of your division, unless you cheat like the Patriots and the Saints. I'm sorry. It's one of those situations where one injury can completely change, the whole aspect of a team's trajectory for the season. And I mean, just as far as the way a team develops and everything like that, I mean, it makes a huge difference. But like if you look at all of those teams, the fact that they even asked that question, you know, I honestly don't think that we're as bad as the Browns and the Dolphins. We just made some boneheaded decisions, and unfortunately, our record is worse than what we actually are. And look, I'm one of the first guys to say, you are what your record says you are. But this year, I've learned that that's not the case, because if somebody would have failed 6 inches before the end zone, we would have been 4-6 right now. If somebody
Right.
would have dived on a ball, we could have been 5-5. If somebody would have not decided to play prevent defense with 4 or 5 minutes left in the game, we could have been 6-4. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel like moving forward, if we do get some good draft picks, and they can kind of keep this team together and just change the whole coaching philosophy, we could definitely make a playoff run next year.
The beast among us, MM2 is Mad Mike Sports. That is him. So you can go ahead and subscribe to him. He just wanted to do some different things with another channel. So that is him. He's not a bot. If you see that, that's him. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And David M said, "My brothers, it's time to turn the page with this group of
Mm.
players and coaches, man." Yeah, yeah, you have to start over. Coaching wise, I believe we can start over faster with coaching wise and get an immediate impact than if we let Matt Ryan, who's to say we're gonna get a franchise quarterback if we let Matt Ryan go. Julio, it ain't too many Julios, people like that. So, and then you think we in cap hell now, it's gonna be way worse if you just go ahead and trade them or cut them. What you think about that, Lo?
Man, first of all, I'm sorry, Mr. Charles Coleman. You want to say the Saints cheat? How? Man, do you know what it's like to be on a football field and someone's intentionally trying to hurt you? Uh,
Ooh.
that is cheating in one of its highest aspects. And I'm pretty sure Rich could tell you that. Whenever, as far as football goes, it's one of those situations where whenever you try to tackle that other guy or engage that guy at the line of scrimmage, there is a level of trust there, because they can hurt you severely. And the fact that y'all actually paying people to hurt other people, that is cheating. That's why they draft picks. That's why they find you. So I apologize, y'all.
The beast among us, one is MM Sports Plus. Yes, MM Sports Plus. That is another channel by Mad Mike. It's not a bot. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And Nick Turner 31. I know somebody clicked on the comment and said Happy Thanksgiving. By the way, I'm thankful for AFN, and we thankful for y'all, man. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
man,
be
we
no
thankful
us
for
without
y'all.
y'all.
Exactly, exactly. Thank y'all so much for checking us out, man. We really appreciate it.
Hey man, so I know we can get into another comment. Another comment. They got a question. Let's see. I'm trying to find another one. You got another one you had in mind, Low?
Let's see here. It got so many comments.
Okay, here we go. Anthony Wright. The Atlanta Falcons have three Hall of Fame players from this era, and QB Matt Ryan, wide receiver Julio Jones, and center Alex Mack. Do y'all agree? Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Now, the thing is, we all know we have those Matt Ryan haters and those people that don't like Matt Ryan or have their reasons. Okay, cool. But just to justify that, Matt Ryan numbers speak for itself. We just have people that hate him, just hate him. But he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Just accept it. A few years down the line from now, whenever he retire, y'all gonna see, and we'll just handle that. But besides that, Julio Jones, Alex Mack, guaranteed. Sidebar: there are certain players that need to be in the Hall of Fame now, as we speak.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like in the league,
I think you
we got
better.
too many gods. Frank Gore, Larry Fitz, J.J. Watt. Like, why is J.J. Watt not in the Hall of Fame? Like, just every time. But yeah, that's it.
I got another question for you. Since you say you're from New York, right? And we seem to get a lot of Matt Ryan slack in the same city of Atlanta, Georgia, period. So, is there anybody up north that have this whole Matt Ryan haterism like we do down here?
Yes, it is serious out here. Like, what?
Wow.
If I even mention the Falcons, all you going to hear is, what? You going to hear Matt Ryan sucks. He can't get the job done. Da, da, da. Like, Matty Ice, what? But at the end of the day, you're going to have your haters, man. It is what it is. But not saying that I have my moments where it's like, come on, Matt, like, you're better than that, bro. Like, you could have did that better. But it is what it is. But I try to tell people that Matt Ryan is a system quarterback. Like, everybody trying to blame him for the Super Bowl. Like, he's the guy that he's just listening to the play and I'm calling it. Like, he's just doing as you told. Like, there's so many situations like Russell Wilson. Like, you telling me if Russell Wilson would have audible to Lynch, like, come on. And the only thing that separates Matt Ryan is him not having a ring. I guarantee you, if you would have won that Super Bowl, you won't have as many Matt Ryan haters the way how you have and all this stuff. To be honest with you, they don't care. Matt Ryan doesn't care about that. We know what we got, but we all know a Super Bowl means everything in this league. If you don't have Super Bowls, you on the bottom. You're not that.
Exactly.
Right, and you explained that Russell Wilson situation. I remember hearing Marshawn Lynch on an interview. I forgot what it was when he came back from the sideline and he called that specific play. He said everybody in that huddle turned and looked at him like, "What the?"
Yeah,
like where in the world? Like, come on, you serious? And then they went up to the line. And the people on defense saw the way they lined up. Marshawn Lynch said he saw smiles, and he knew it wasn't going to end right. What you think about that, Lo? The comment though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think all those guys. I think all those guys deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. You know, Alex Mack. He played in the Super Bowl on a broken leg. Like, come on, man. How many guys do that? I mean, if I had the opportunity to play in the Super Bowl, I would definitely try to do it. But I mean, you know, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, like, I mean, what top three tandem quarterback wide receiver tandem in NFL history? Like, yeah, those guys are definitely going to the Hall of Fame.
So I got a question for you, Lo. So I don't quite remember the injury that T.O. had that had him miss a lot of the season until the Super Bowl of that year. Mm-hmm. So is it different for a wide receiver having like a broken leg than a center having a broken leg?
I'm pretty sure both of them are just as much as painful, but you know, that wide receiver, I'm pretty sure is very painful because, you know, he's cutting, you know, planting that leg, you know, run those different route combinations. He's probably also blocking as well. Alex Mack, in a lot of situations, he can't let his weight do the work. It'll probably be worse for him with that broken leg in pass situations because he's actually gonna kind of sit down on his weight instead of going forward. What you think about that, Rich?
Y'all talking about an injury, right?
Yeah. Cause remember T.O. had that injury, came and balled out and almost won them the Super Bowl. And you know, as he stated, Alex Mack played with a broken leg in that Super Bowl. So do you think that it's more significant that you're hurtful wise that Alex Mack was in more pain than T.O., or was T.O. in more pain than Alex Mack?
That's tough. Part of the reason being like those are two different positions, and you require certain movements and certain things that you're able to maintain and sustain with when it comes to injuries and being hurt. I think I would say Alex Mack would be just being that he in the trenches, like
Yeah.
who knows? But one thing though, as each player has a certain tolerance on where they can go, on far as how far they can push it, or like we seen Julio try to go back out there, even though he shouldn't have. I don't know why, but with the hammy, it's just certain levels of tolerance of certain players and the position.
I don't know. Y'all can't see it in the private chat. Miss Maggie T told him, "All right, Mr. Football Player, that's what I'm laughing at." Yes, sir. We need somebody like you on the AF fan, so get comfortable. Maybe we'll see you again.
Mhm.
And so we're gonna get to this last portion of the show tonight, which is the extra point. Is where, like I told you before we got on the stream, if you got anything to say, let it all out. This ain't even got to be Falcons related. If it is, it's cool. But go ahead. This is when you be you. So you want to go first, Rich?
Of course. So definitely do the honors. My first thoughts is, of course, the offense. We spoke about it. It's too vanilla. Needs to be creative. We play the Saints in 2 weeks. We got to split that. That's obvious. We can't afford a sweep from the Saints. That's definitely inexcusable. Then I'm sticking in the NFC South right now. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm following. Next is Tom Brady. Like, when we see them down the line, week 15, week 16, like I know most of the Falcons fans is just waits. That day is circled too. Both of them times when we play them, just being that it's Tom Brady and we know what we gotta do against him. And I'm just excited to see that matchup also against the Chiefs as well, just to see how we look. Obviously, certain we've seen plenty of the Bucks games, so I'm really excited for that. And I'm not, we all know the expectations is high for that game, but I don't want to look too far down the road. We got the Raiders, so 1-0 each week. So that's saying that. So then, like I said, we spoke about Rico already. I told you how I felt about Rico. He needed to be a coach. Stop playing. Let's get a new safety that is true to position and playmaking ability, But the sidebar, I'm just saying, who knows if KZ was still here, would we still have some of the same outcomes that we was having? Just being that he was coming off a good year in previous years with interceptions. Who knows how things would have been if he was healthy? Just saying. I do believe in Arthur Blank and Rich McKay, no matter what they do, as far as who we bringing in as a GM or as a coach, or certain moves we might make in free agency towards the draft. Even though there's certain times they are skeptical with certain things, because you do give people chances, but you can't give them too much. Like, let's be strict and get it going with this winning culture that we want to have here. So that's that. The last thing I would say, pretty much shout out to all the Falcons fans, New York City fans, everybody that's in this chat right now, Brooklyn. We out here representing Floss, Canarsie, you already know that. Definitely want to thank the AFN family for even creating a platform like this just for the fans and just for everybody else. Mad Mike, Maggie T, K Styles, Low, Jude, Tonio, all you guys, anybody that even was a guest on this show. Like, I truly appreciate this, and I encourage other Falcons fans to join in on this. Like, this is lit. Like, your voice is being heard, and that's what matters. And saying your opinions and the little things like that go a long way. So I truly appreciate that from the AFN family. So,
hey man, I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna let Coach Low go first. Y'all do not see the work that Miss Maggie T and Mad Mike puts into all of this to give everybody their own platform to kind of like shine and get their words heard. They do a phenomenal job, and they orchestrated something like a team over here, man. They got us all together, and we giving y'all content like this. So whenever y'all come to disrespect the Maggie, y'all better hold y'all brakes because that's the first lady right there. But go ahead, Big Low. Just had to say that.
Yeah, man. As far as Atlanta Falcons Nation, um, you know, we really thrive because this is a family environment, and we're genuinely like a family. Maggie, she's like my sister. Mike, he's like my brother. Sometimes Mike beats me up sometimes, and we had to call the police because he beat me up and all kind of stuff. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But yeah, man. Yeah, this is really a family environment, and basically when it comes to the fans, we try to reach out to the fans and try to extend that family environment with the fans. You know what I'm saying? So I really do appreciate everybody for chilling out with us the night before Thanksgiving. I know y'all probably cleaning your greens and basting turkey or brining turkeys and what I'm saying, doing everything else. If you're from a black family, I'm pretty sure y'all are playing some spades and drinking some Hennessy. you know, but hey man, I really do appreciate y'all for chilling out with us. Look, we're gonna be here for the rest of the season. We here, just because we lost and the season isn't looking too hot. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We still gonna keep bringing y'all great Atlanta Falcons content. I'll make sure y'all do a country boy a favor. Subscribe to my channel. You know, I'm on the road to 100, so make sure y'all help country boy out. Like I said, I'm from the country, so I've been spelling it Kuntry my whole life. Miss Maggie T just told me the other day that it's spelled another way, but I'm sorry, y'all. That's what it is. I apologize. But hey, man, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. What you got, Tonio?
I just want to say thanks for the supporters, subscribers, everything that y'all do and say, subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. It means a lot. It takes a lot to do this YouTube thing. It can be in a way some people jumpstart like, oh, I'm gonna get 1,000 just like that, and then you go through that slow motion of like, okay, I ain't getting no subscribers. I'm barely getting views. What's going on? And some people quit after that. It takes a lot to keep uploading and uploading to get the same thing. Hey,
Yeah,
Lo, I know your people gonna have you in the kitchen or something, man. You already know. That's why you eat
you
there.
already know, man. You already know.
But
Yeah.
we do appreciate y'all. I did not see myself doing Atlanta Falcons talk. As y'all know, I am just a gamer. So I appreciate AFN for giving me that shot, and I was just like Rich down there at the bottom, kind of like promiscuous about, how am I gonna do? But you did a great job, by the way. And
Thank
I
you,
would
brother.
like to think I'm doing good. Y'all let me know if I am or not. If I'm
Yeah.
not, yeah, whatever, I get better. But I do appreciate the AFN. I appreciate my co-host Bit Low. Hey man, you kick it with me every week. You could be doing something else better in the world, but you're here with me tonight. I'm still in your line. But go ahead. You can hit that subscribe button on Terror Artist 404. Hit that subscribe button on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Hit the subscribe button on Bit Low Country Sports. Just K Styles, Mad Mike, both of his channels, and show some love to Miss Maggie T and Luscious Shanes, and show some love to Keish Corner. I put her link in the chat. And with that being said, oh yeah, ATL in Sports Zone too. You want to hear about the Hawks and the Braves and the Falcons? We're bringing you that too. So hey, with that being said, we appreciate y'all, and we out.
And
Peace.
y'all don't eat too much turkey tomorrow now. Y'all just bring your leftovers to my house. I'll eat the rest of it for you.